Ooh. Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex, and I have some news updates from around the land of smiles from the Thaiger for you today, this wonderful Friday, December the 8th. And we're going to start with our main story, and that's that the Prime Minister is courting the world's most recognizable EV company. So that's true. Thailand's Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin recently entertained Tesla executives showcasing industrial estates for potential investment, reflecting his commitment to attract electric vehicle manufacturers to the country. Since assuming office in August, Srettha met with Tesla's Elon Musk and is optimistic about Tesla investing in Thailand. The Southeast nation, a major car producer and exporter, is pivoting towards EVs, aiming to transform a third of its 2.5 million annual vehicle production to EVs by 2030. This shift is backed by government subsidies and tax incentives, which have already attracted Chinese car makers like BYD and Great Wall Motor. Despite the EV focus, Srettha emphasizes continuing support for traditional combustible engine vehicles, acknowledging Japan's historical automotive influence in Thailand and offering incentives to maintain their regional production in the country. Yeah, it's always a big news when Tesla comes into town too, for sure. It's just such a recognizable brand. Obviously, they've taken a little bit of a shellacking in the news with the cyber trucks. I don't think people have thought that was everything that it was cracked up to be. But the point remains that Tesla is still one of the largest electric vehicle companies in the world. And opening up a factory here will definitely boost the economy and boost, the amount of EVs that are on the road, which I think is generally a good thing, particularly in places that deal with heavy traffic pollution. So, we'll see if Srettha can close the deal. All right, moving on to our next story. So a quick thinking and well-trained staff at a school mitigated what could have been a disaster. So a man armed with a knife and a slingshot, identified as 31-year-old Narong, caused a panic during a school cleanup in Thailand. Quick action by the school staff ensured everyone's safety as they took refuge in the canteen. The school principal, Kun Suprani, immediately informed the authorities, leading to Narong's arrest. He was known to have a history of drug abuse. Local community leader Kun Anand highlighted the need for vigilance and support for those battling drug addiction. Following the incident, Dr. Pirum from the Provincial Educational Office visited the school, emphasizing the importance of being prepared for such emergencies. The incident, which fortunately resulted in no injuries, underscores the need for proactive safety measures in schools. Yes, frightening. All right, very scary stuff. Never good. This is. I've been a teacher for a long time. Fortunately, nothing like that happened to me while I was teaching. But when I was in school one time, we had someone that was not supposed to be on the campus, and we were locked down. It's truly terrifying, and it's a little traumatizing for the kids too. So good on this staff. They knew exactly what to do. They got everyone in a safe situation, handled it very quickly. That's exactly how you want that kind of story to end. So kudos to them, keeping everybody safe. All right, on to our next story. So a very high-profile royal defamation case is getting a suspended sentence. Let's check this one out. Now, Kun Chinawat, also known as Bright, a former pro-democracy activist who later supported the United Thai Nation Party, associated with ex-Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, received a suspended sentence for royal defamation. This conviction stems from a rally in February 2002, with the details shared by Chinawat on his Facebook page. He was sentenced to 3 years under Thailand's lèse majesté law, or Section 112 of the Criminal Code, but the sentence was suspended for 2 years due to his positive community work and transformation. Previously, Chinawat was a co-leader of the Rasadan group, protesting against the military-backed government. His case is part of a broader trend reported by Thai lawyers for human rights, with 1,935 individuals facing prosecution for political activities since July 2020, including at least 262 under lèse majesté charges and 135 for sedition. This is one of the big controversies here in Thailand is Section 112, the lèse majesté laws, and there's many activists that still stand up purposefully violating the code in order to sort of prove their point and put their money where their mouth is. This is just one case of many. So the future of this law is still uncertain, but for now it is the law of the land. So better be careful what you say. All right. Some fun ones to end on our Friday. So first things first, Bangkok's public transport system is getting a shiny new addition. Bangkok's Pink Line monorail, spanning 34.5 kilometers from northwest to northeast, has opened, offering free rides until January 2nd as an early holiday treat. This monorail connects Nonthaburi Civic Center to Minburi, integrating with existing and future metro lines, and can transport 17,000 passengers per hour per direction. The project, a collaboration between the BTS Group, Sino-Thai Engineering and Construction, and Ratchaburi Electricity Generating, is part of Bangkok's public transport development efforts. The Pink Line features 42 state-of-the-art driverless train sets from Alstom, equipped with the CityFlow 650 signaling system, capable of high-speed, unattended operation. The 3-kilometer extension to Muangthong Thani Lake is planned for 2025. Thai Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin praised the monorail for enhancing transport in Bangkok's suburbs and attracting foreign investment. Meanwhile, the Thailand Consumers Council is advocating for a fare cap of 20 baht per trip, aligning with rates on the red and purple lines, as part of efforts to reduce living costs. The Pink Line's commercial service is set to start on December 18th. That's always good news. I love living in cities and seeing, especially I've lived in developing cities in Asia, so I've seen metro lines develop and public transport develop. It's always cool because it's like you gain access to new parts of the city that you wouldn't usually normally adventure to. I love to get on metros in Asian cities and just sort of ride them, see where they take me, and check out the areas wherever they are. There's always some sort of point of interest. There's a reason a metro stop nearby, right? So this is cool. This opens up more of the city for more people, and I also love that price cap, 20 baht. Can't beat that. All right, now moving on to our last story. In the face of primate pandemonium, one community is using creative solutions to solve the problem. So, in Phetchaburi, the monkey business is getting out of hand, leading to an absolutely unique collaboration between the DNP, locals, and even some monks. At a seminar wittily titled, "Whose Problem is the Monkey Overpopulation?" it was revealed that these furry felons have been wreaking havoc, transforming from adorable primates into pint-sized plunderers. These mischievous monkeys have been descending from their mountain abodes to terrorize the town, turning shops into their personal playgrounds and exhibiting less than charming behaviors like property damage, food snatching, and even some monkey business roughhousing. In a plot twist worthy of a Hollywood movie, the community has decided to give these rambunctious rascals a new home. They're constructing a deluxe monkey condo at the Hwai Sai Wildlife Breeding Center, complete with the artificial trees, rope swings, and even a water body for some aquatic monkeying around. It's hoped this new setup will keep the monkeys swinging happily without turning local life into a scene from Planet of the Apes. So, the next time you're in Phetchaburi, don't be surprised if you see a monkey chilling in a hammock instead of causing a ruckus in the streets. What fun story. I love it. I think it's funny. This does happen in Thailand, man. Monkeys come down from the jungles and start just messing with the locals, disrupting business and traffic or whatever. So, yeah, why not build them some fun habitats where it's like more fun for them to mess around over there than, disrupt people trying to go about their day-to-day business. As a Westerner, look, it's a real problem. But as a Westerner, coming to Thailand, these are kind of the funny stories that just make us love this sort of like organized chaos of being here. It's such a fun and interesting and vibrant place to be, and seeing creative solutions like this, it just exhibits the spirit of the people here too. I love it. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for our news updates today. Hopefully, I sent you off into the weekend with some, nice, happy vibes. We'll be back on Monday, or we will not be back on Monday. Monday is a holiday. Sorry, we'll be back with our subscribers on Tuesday. Or our members, excuse me. And we'll be running the news all week for you again. Until then, have a great weekend, and I'm going to get into the comments. Oh yeah, visit thetiger.com for more updates. Always stay up to date. And I'll get into the chat right now to see how you guys are doing. All right, everybody, hold on. How we doing? So Elon Musk is a narcissist if ever there is one. Like, that's why I thought it was his whole crusade to buying Twitter, right? Like, that just felt like I don't know exactly what the story was there, like, or what his real motivations were going into it, but that felt like it was a purely driven by narcissism move. I mean, come on, billionaires don't get to where they are without being a little full of themselves. But Tesla, the company itself, is it's a very, very well recognized brand. They've done a lot of good things for the EV market. Like, they released a lot of patents on their battery technologies to allow more people to use them, and that actually broadened the scope of EVs on the market. So, all right, some good things. Like, plus, I think now that Elon Musk is so busy with his Twitter stuff that he's probably not really doing much running with Tesla anymore. Anyways, what do I know? All right, let's see. What else do we got? Damn, dangerous slingshots. Like, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Schools, Mark, thank you for joining, Mark. Schools need armed guards. In America, pretty much every school has armed guards. It is scary. We've done a lot of stories about gun violence lately in Thailand, so you can get your hands on them. There's been those issues before here in Thailand in the past, but yeah, it worked out. It seemed like it was okay. That's what's terrifying to me. Being in a school, like I was a teacher, so I know what it's like to go through this training and kind of understand, hey, maybe something happens. When something happens, you have to be prepared for that. You never think that it will, though, and then one day it does, and hopefully the training kicks in. Hopefully it worked out well this time. Mojo, yep, says, yeah, he's with you. It's funny. Mon Dieu, Mojo, I love it. These guards, when you walk into malls and BKK, are not supposed to be useless, but they are. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. We've got a lot of security guards in America now, too, that their hands are kind of tied. Like, we have, like, looting is a rampant thing right now in many of America's cities. And it's because security guards don't have any authority, or they're also not getting paid much to sort of put themselves in sort of risk. But at a school, this is like where our children are. We're not protecting, right, like merchandise. We're protecting actual children's lives. So yeah, it does need to be taken seriously. Those kind of stories scare me, and I was just happy to read that it had a happy ending at least. All right, let's see. They're just for show, like Barney Fife. I haven't heard a Andy Griffith reference in a while. Thanks for that, Larry. I like that. I'm going to be whistling that all day. Mojo said, until Twitter, he seemed like an okay guy. Yeah, he always had that, I'm not like the other billionaires vibe, right? Like, I have, like, I'm cool, that kind of thing. I don't know. There is some cool stuff going on, but, hey, when you get to that level, I just feel like there's no way to get to that level without are you a captain of industry or are you a robber baron? Right? Like, this argument has been going on since, like, the Gilded Age in the late 1800s. People like Rockefeller and Carnegie. Carnegie is one of the ones that I kind of liked, actually. But they're incredibly nuanced people, these billionaires, I guess we can call them. And then, yeah, it's... the point is, I don't feel the need to fanboy them too much. They look like they're doing well enough on their own. Okay, let's see. Now he's just doing damage control for his own tweets. I don't think he cares about damage control, dude. He's going out there and just saying all sorts of crazy stuff all the time now. Like, he's getting mad at Disney for pulling advertising from Twitter because, like, the whole point of advertising on social media is you're scrolling, you're seeing posts, and then you see an ad. And the point is there's supposed to be community guidelines because if people are posting, far-right propaganda or, like, Hamas videos or something, I'm not sure. They don't want to say, like, hey, here's this horrible torture video or whatever it is that's going on. Then the next one brought to you by Disney, right? So it's like, it's just normal market interactions, right? They don't see that platform as being valuable anymore because he's allowing it to be such a platform of free speech. So he was on a stage set talking about, like, oh, they're trying to blackmail me. And it's like, dude, if you're allowing this on your platform when it wasn't allowed before, that's changed the game for the advertisers. So that's just a market action. Like, I don't know, for these capitalists getting mad at that just seems silly to me. John Sternies says, heavy metal songkran. I'm down. I'm into it, yeah. Respect my authority. I'm into it, Mojo. Oh, yeah. Actually, speaking of South Park, the Thaiger Top Shelf video I got coming out this week has a Team America song in it. Hopefully, I don't get copyright stricken, but yeah, get something to look forward to if you like Team America. We need a montage. All right. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for me. Thank you for joining. Sorry, quick show today. We have to go do some shoots. We're shooting some food today. And then, oh yeah, anybody in town, I got a comedy show tonight. It's at Royal Queen Scenes in Asok. You can come check it out. Another Leaf, Laugh, Love show. 6 comics doing their polished, finest material. None of that open mic business. So if you can, come through. And if not, come next time. All right, boys. Have a wonderful day. Mojo, John, Larry, usual suspects, everybody. I will see you soon. Bye, guys.